Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. The issue of Muslim ticket by APC in their presidential race is a source of concern to many Northerners, especially the Christian, despite the fact that they have affiliation with APC as a party. When this came up, Nigerians were so uncomfortable with it, but they still went on with it. As a result of that, the Northern Christian Association, which also have a lot of All Progressive Congress, that's APC Northern Christian leaders, had a meeting today and they have made a resolution, and shockingly, it's not in favor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, considering the consequences that the Muslim ticket will bring in the nearest future. Now, according to the news, the All Progressive Congress APC Northern Christian leaders, led by the immediate past Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Yakubu Dogara, and former Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Babachi David Lawal, have resolved to work with the Muslim counterpart in the North to adopt one of the presidential candidates in a bid to defeat the same faith ticket, Muslim ticket of the APC. The resolution was contained in a communique jointly signed by a former Deputy Governor of Sokoto State and Minister of Water Resources during the administration of President Olusegun Obasanjo, Honorable Mokai Shagari and Honorable Yakubu Dogara, a copy which was made available to newsmen on Sunday in Bauchi. The communique was the outcome of their consultative meeting and dialogue between Northern APC Christian leaders and Northern Muslim political leaders held on Saturday, October 8, 2022 at the NAF Conference Center, Kadu, Abuja. The APC Northern Christian leaders have, in line with the communique issued on July 29, 2022, met with some Muslim brothers and sisters across the 19 northern states and the FCT and resolved that we have agreed to work together with a view to fostering unity, peace, and national cohesion. According to the communique, and I quote, it said, we also resolve to work together and jointly adopt a pan-Nigerian political platform that will engender unity, inclusiveness, and a sense of belonging among the Nigerian citizenship. Conscious of multi-ethnic, multi-religious, and multicultural configuration of Nigeria, we believe that a same faith ticket and a vote along religious line may trigger dangerous dimension of negative consequences among our desperate people in ways that will hamper nation development. Consequently, we have agreed to channel our energies on matters that unite us more as a people instead of encouraging attacks on sensitive issues bordering on religion in the name of politics. In view of the above, we have agreed to set up a committee with a mandate to fashion our strategy for advancing the objectives set forth in this resolution. The communique reads in part. The dialogue and consultative meeting had in attendance the following persons to include His Excellency Alhaji Motari Shagari, His Excellency Boni Haruna, His Excellency Abdul Fatai Ahmed, Right Honorable Yakubu Dogara, Engineer Babachi David Lawal, Honorable Danichi Sango, Senator Idris Ahmed Umar, His Excellency Yomi Awuneyi, His Excellency Simon Agbuba, Honorable Umara Kumala, Honorable Baba Shehu Agale, A. Marshal Monday Morgan, and General Isiaka Buka retired. Others are Muhammad Sani and the race. All right, this is quite an interesting one for us, considering the fact that Nigeria is not just a country of multi ethnic our multi-religious group, we are currently sitting on a time bomb. And unfortunately, the effect of mismanagement of the country has been traceable to many factors, one of which is the issue of religion. Being a country that has multiple ethnic groups, it is believed that any sensible party would try within its best to ensure equal representation in any government. And that is to say, if we are talking about political parties, talking about, you know, bringing forth any form of leadership as far as it has to do with the sixth geopolitical zone of Nigeria, it is believed that there must be equal representation. What I mean there is that at least we should be able to point out a Christian being a part of it and also a Muslim being a part of it. The same with the issue of religion, as far as, oh, sorry, issue of ethnicity, as far as we are concerned, two northerners cannot come out to say we are taking up any national position in Nigeria. There won't be cooperation because the purpose of any government is to ensure unity and cohesion. But unfortunately, APC kind of look down on all Nigerians and say, we are running a Muslim ticket. We do not care what will happen at the end of the day. Most people are supporting it today, but we know that the consequences of it will be unbearable in the future. And that is why the Christian leaders in the northern part of Nigeria, despite the fact that they belong to the half-party affiliation with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, have decided to take a stand. Because just like we have been saying, we are so sure that most of these leaders or in the northern part of the country, we know there are a lot of them there who are Christian and who are superb. They have the capacity to lead in any of the responsibility that would have been handed over to them. But unfortunately, they were not considered for reasons that one cannot really tell. And these people even have widespread acceptance in the north. But Bola Ahmed Tinubu decided, hey, I'm not going to choose any of you. He decided to still go with a Muslim ticket. And I can assure you that that is the beginning of his failure. Based on what we have seen thus far, they won't give him the support that he needs, especially at a time like this. And with the resolution these guys have come up with, it therefore means that Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar stand a better chance, especially as it has to do with Christian northerners. Both parties, they have stand a better chance because just like we have seen in order from the pulpit itself, most of them say they don't support it because we know the consequences of it. It may look as if these people are very liberal. Look at what happened today. On a Sunday morning, is it not unbelievable that on Sunday morning someone have the audacity to, take over the entirety of a particular state and say we are campaigning? There is a Saturday, there is a Monday. Yet Monday, we are going to be having this thing. We're going to be having, a holiday. Why don't you use the opportunity to extend your message to the people? But you decide to make it a Sunday affair, which means you do not even give cognizance to, the Christian association. You don't even care how Christians will feel like and all of that. This is a tip of the iceberg. It's going to get worse. And I feel that the stand taken by these guys is a movement in the right direction so that there won't be repetition of this. Because if such a thing happen and it sells through easily, I can assure you that in the nearest future, we'll wake up to cases where, Muslim ticket will be the order of the day. We'll come to a point where two northerners will emerge and say, we want to run the show. After all, it doesn't really matter. Didn't Bola Ahmed Tinubu do it and all of that? I feel that at this point, even the southerners need to take a stand on that so that this issue will be corrected once and for all. That's what we'd like to leave it. Go to our comment.